Thank you for turning to page 121. Well, today's topic is going to be about boots of striding and springing, but first I wanted to say thank you. 2,500 subscribers. Hit that over the weekend. I cannot believe this channel has gotten to be this size. I want to thank everyone who supports my channel, everyone who has subscribed. I genuinely appreciate it. I really do. I love making these videos. I've been very happy with the response and the positive feedback I've gotten for the channel. And I just want to say thank you. I'm looking forward to the channel growing and growing. And with your help, I know it will. And I'll keep making these as long as I'm able, as long as you guys watch. I just want to let you know I genuinely appreciate the support. Thank you very much. Very excited to have hit 2,500 subscribers. But now on to the important stuff out of the Dungeon Master's Guide, boots of striding and springing. First, a little picture one of my players made for me years ago. He was a caricaturist, and so he drew a caricature of me in what he believed was my customary pose and saying. So there you have it. Little keepsake from a long time ago. That was drawn in 1981. Okay, so we're going to take a look at boots of striding and springing. Boots of striding and springing out of the Dungeon Master's Guide. The wearer of these magical boots has a base movement rate of 12 inches, regardless of size or weight. This speed can be maintained tirelessly for up to 12 hours per day, but thereafter the boots no longer function for 12 hours. They have to recharge. So that means if I'm wearing full plate and I have these boots, I can move at 12 inches. I'm not moving at 6. And of course, magical plate, I'm moving at 12 with that as well. But in addition to the striding factor, these boots have the springing factor. While normal paces for an individual wearing this type of footgear are 3 foot long, the boots also enable forward jumps of up to 30 feet, nice for getting across a chasm, backward leaps of 9 feet, and vertical springs of 15 feet. If circumstances permit the use of such movement in combat, the wearer can effectively strike and spring away when he or she has the initiative during a melee round. However, such activity has a degree of danger. There's a base 20% chance that the wearer of the boots will stumble and be stunned on the following round. Adjust the 20% downward by 3% for each point of dexterity above 12. So it goes to 17% at 12 dexterity, it's 20%, 17% at 13 dex, 14% at 14 dex, 11% at 15 dex, 8% at 16 dex, 5% at 17 dex, and 2% at 18 dexterity. In any event, the wearer increases armor class by +1 due to the quickness of movement the boots imbue, so armor class 2 becomes 1, armor class 1 becomes 0. Okay, the leaping ability of these boots is really good. And if you look at the 15-foot vertical spring, if you're trying to catch a ledge and you are 6 feet tall and you're extending your arms, if you leap 15 feet, you could catch a second-story ledge or window ledge or something using these boots because you'd have your body length as well as the 15 feet. The 30-foot forward, great for jumping any kind of chasm or things like that. I also allow players to go ahead and drop 15 feet with no damage wearing these boots. So if they're up in a tree and they decide they want to drop down and they've just climbed a 15-foot high wall and they want to drop down, they can do so with no damage landing on their feet. If they land on their back or their face, that's different. And then if circumstances permit, you can strike and leap away if you have the initiative. That has come into play a lot in our campaign. It's one of the main powers used in the boots beyond the armor class. The strike and leap away, really good. I had a player who specialized in this with his thief. If he would backstab, he would always try to maneuver the backstab so that no matter what, he could leap back. So he would do his backstab, and then success or not, he would immediately leap away the 9 feet the boots allowed. He had an 18 dexterity, so he only had a 2% chance of falling when he landed. That was a really potent combination for that player, and he used it for years. Unfortunately, that player has moved on from our campaign. He stopped playing in about the mid-90s, but the use of those boots in that way was, I thought, just excellent. And it may seem a little self-explanatory now, but that was the first time I encountered it. I had never thought of it. He did. And I thought that was a really good use. As far as the 12 hours a day movement, I've always allowed that if you're going to go do the 12 hours a day, a 12-inch movement, I've allowed it if you go 8 hours, the boots do not need recharging. It's up to 12 hours. So if you really press it and you go 12 hours, yes, the boots need recharging. And during the recharge time, of course, you have no benefit for jumping, and you do not get any benefit for armor class. Also, because this armor class is based on movement, if you are surprised, you do not get the armor class bonus. Just as you lose dexterity, and if the attack's coming from behind on a shield, so would you lose the dex bonus for boots of striding and springing. So really wonderful boots. These show up at my table pretty often. These are an item that I will tend to give out about mid-levels. I even had a campaign where everybody got a legacy magic item from a parent who had been an adventurer. I've talked about that before on the channel. And in that legacy campaign, I did a lot. One of the players asked for a pair of boots and striding and springing. So he started at first level with a pair of boots and striding and springing, playing a thief. That ended up being a really good combination for him. So that's it. The boots are pretty straightforward. One other interesting thing that I have seen done with the boots, and I allowed this. I have a player, it's about a 12th to 13th level character now, who got an iron golem through reasons in the campaign. And I was kind of chuckling, yaha, the iron golem's so slow, it'll slow everybody down. Well, this player had gotten a pair of boots of striding and springing and said, hey, these things, like all magic items, they shrink or grow to fit. Can I slip these on the golem and have him move at 12-inch movement rate, regardless of weight or size? And I thought about it a minute, and I thought, yeah, why not? That's a good workaround on something I tried to penalize. Not penalize, but something I tried to have him have to overcome. And he came up with this idea, and I thought, sure. So there is in my Greyhawk campaign an iron golem wandering around under the command of a deep gnome fighter illusionist. And yes, I let my deep gnomes or any of my demi-humans continue to rise in level. He is about 12th, 10th, something like that. And he has an iron golem. He's even got a special little carrier that he rides on the iron golem's back that takes him places. And the iron golem is wearing a pair of boots of striding and springing. So there you have it. Again, I want to say thank you very much. 2,500 subscriptions is just fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to continuing the channel and to seeing the channel continue to grow. So again, everybody who is subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. And that's all I've got for today on page 121. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.